you spoke very well today. You did speaking.
Oh, now wait a minute. This is Pam from NortheastWheelsEvents.com at the 2000, was this September? Yeah, September 2019. Motor Menders Friday night cruise at the Markets at Shrewsbury. We're checking out Mike and Laura's steam-powered motorcycle. Yeah, you heard me, steam-powered motorcycle. And I'm gonna bug Mike to show us all of this thing. I mean, I can't believe this.
Okay.
This is phenomenal.
This is your typical steam engine. Your water boils in that tank off that burner right there. It comes up to that throttle.
Okay.
Then it comes back down this hose to the two engines.
Now wait a minute. The throttle's right up there.
Throttle's there and it drops down.
Very
it comes
good.
down here. See this hose?
Right.
It goes down there, runs both these engines.
Okay, twin cylinder.
Right. This is the cylinder. It's a 9x2.
Uh-huh.
This is your eccentric.
Right.
And the eccentric makes motion for this to go back and forth. So
Yep.
which means is as that goes in, the steam enters this way, pushes the piston this way. Then when it goes back, it pushes the piston back, so you get this motion because of this.
Now,
This eccentric moves
do you
this.
have slide valves or just
This is
the
your slide
side
valves
port?
right in here off this little rod that goes in there. There's a little rod here.
Let's take a look, see.
There's a little rod here.
Gotcha.
It moves back and forth and uses the slide valve on both these engines.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. That's a walking. Yeah, I like that walking. This is amazing engineering through here. That is something else. Now, what do you heat the steam?
Now-
show me
Now
the
that
boiler
could be,
and such.
That could be Presto Light down here, or it could even be propane.
Right.
And that goes up to this burner. You turn that burner on, light it, and then on the other side you'll see a whole bunch of holes, almost like what you have at barbecue.
Let's take a look, see.
How's it going, buddy?
Here's your lighter, and there's the burners. This will all light up
Oh,
off
that's
of that,
it.
and that heats it right there.
That's so small. And then that's
Yeah.
the water tank up
As
on
the
top.
water- as the water boils, it comes out here,
Right.
goes down here, throttle on, all the way down to the engines.
Wow.
That's when stop.
Now that little carburetor, that looks like it's off of a heater.
That's off of a barbecue.
Oh
That's what
my
they're off of.
gosh.
Yeah.
That is too cool. And it just goes into the pilot flame up on
Goes
top
up to
over
the pilot
there.
flame and lights all this blue. And then as you can see, I don't burn it very often. I run it on air because it would pull the paint right off of it.
Wow. What kind of steam pressure do you work with here?
Well, whatever would make the engine move, I'm going to say probably needs about 15 to 25 pounds of pressure.
That's it.
And the problem would be, though, is you just make the wheel barely move and to keep up the pressure. It wouldn't go very fast. 25 miles an hour probably would be full pressure.
Okay, so that's it.
Right. And it won't last long. If you put water in there, it'll burn off pretty quick.
Oh my gosh, this is remarkable. Now, of course, you built this puppy.
Yes, it is.
Whatever inspired you to build a steam-powered motorcycle?
Well, I was
Step right over there so this way I don't get the sunlight. There we go. I'm moving back, then you're moving back. It's like, come on, Mike, work with me here.
When I
Work
was a
with
little
me.
boy at Hershey,
Yes.
3 men took time with me to show me old antique cars. And because of that, I always liked these very early cars, but I knew they were out of my reach because they started going up in value.
Right.
They were museum pieces. So I ended up getting drawings, and I started building the cars from scratch to teach kids and other people, because you don't see stuff like this very often out on the road.
No.
And this will keep the interest in something different.
Now, you just brought up a very good point, is that we've got to expose the young people to early cars.
Yes.
And that, you know,
That's
through...
the history of everything that's sitting here. This
Of
is
course.
sort of the granddad of everything, and the thought of the men that built these cars to start the whole revolution of the automobile.
Definitely.
So,
And the thing is,
that's
you
why.
got to reach the young people. That's why we have NortheastWheelsEvents.com, because it reaches, it's online. And also, we always encourage people like yourselves to go to these shows where you're reaching younger people. And yes, young people are very interested in cars. They must freak out when they see this.
Oh, well, this is something that's not the normal for them. Unless they go to a museum, they don't see nothing like this.
I'm sorry, even in a museum, you don't see too many steam-powered
No,
motorcycles.
you don't. So it's
Oh,
different.
that is amazing. Now tell me about the headlight, by the way. That's
Okay.
really cool.
Okay, the headlight itself is supposed to be steam powered. I was going to put a generator on there, but
Uh-huh.
what I decided to do is I didn't quite finish it. It's electrified. That's
Right.
an electric switch, but
Okay.
still on my thoughts. I am eventually going to use steam.
How would you?
Well, what it'll do is it'll turn a small propeller,
Mm-hmm.
the steam pressure like a locomotive, turn a little generator, and the light will come on.
Ah,
So
okay.
it'll run off of steam power.
Nice. They've got great generators on bicycle hubs,
Yeah, they do that too.
which would be perfect for
Yeah, I
that.
need something real small that's going to go on the inside there that I'm going to be able to blow air or steam to turn the light on.
That would be able to do it because it's very low resistance now.
Right.
They're great, about 6 watts, so you could light incandescent if you had
Just
to.
even the light a little bit, that's about what they all would have back at that time, just enough to barely see.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Now, where did the wheels come from?
The wheels are a good story. I went to an auction and nobody wanted them, and I didn't understand why till I went and picked it up. The wheels weigh about 200 pounds, I figured, and I dropped one on my foot and
Oh my
made my
gosh.
foot turn blue.
Oh,
So they matched. I don't really know what they're off of, but they're Goodyear, and they're also the Fleet Wing on there, which is the older series, and solid rubber and
Right.
iron. So I thought they wouldn't look neat on the bike, and they fit right into it.
that's brilliant. I'm looking at your. That's interesting with that one bolt going through.
Okay, there's bearings in here. This
Right.
wheel came with that.
Oh,
I just
good,
pinned that and
okay.
put this on the outside to hold the wheel, and
Gotcha.
everything's steady.
Ah, okay. And I like your Springer front end. That's
And,
cool.
And the springs on the back.
Oh,
The
this
seats
is
part
great.
springs because I'm going to be a bumpy road with solid rubber.
That's for sure. Oh, this is great. This is great. Now, have you ridden this down the street?
No.
Not
No,
yet,
it's
huh?
been at shows. Everybody loves it when I take it to the shows, so that's
Yes.
what I use it for. But I know that it runs. That had to be a test to make sure it moved.
Good.
It moved.
Okay.
So
Now,
that's all I needed.
Did you build the cylinders and everything
I
in the
built
burner?
everything that you see except the wheels,
Right.
the tank, and the seat. Everything else I built.
How did you build the boiler?
Well, the boiler itself is regular, an air compressor tank. That's all that is. It's a small air compressor tank.
Ah,
The cylinders are tubes. They're 9x2.
right.
Okay, which means it's a 9x2 stroke.
Correct.
You still need a area in between, so probably that's going to be maybe about 8.5 to leave a quarter on each side.
Right.
So when the steam enters back and forth, it'll move.
Right.
That's
But the
okay.
boiler itself now?
The boiler itself is nothing
The-
but a air compressor tank, a small air tank. And
Right there. That's a
Yes.
small air compressor
This
tank?
is an air compressor.
No.
Oh
But
no,
look.
this is a burner. That's the burner for the stove.
Oh, I see. So in other words, the flame comes up and
Right.
heats the tank itself.
Right, your press tube light comes out of here.
Oh, I see.
comes up
Okay.
here.
Right.
Comes down here to this tube, comes up
Right.
here, blows into here, and then comes on up.
Oh, I see. I
There's
see.
a tube back there,
I got you. I thought that was the boiler
Oh, no.
itself.
and that's the burner.
I said, oh, my gosh, how did you ever make
I
it so
won't go
small? No, that's wild. Okay, now I could just picture lighting this puppy
It'll
up.
be
You're going
blue
to burn
flame
your.
coming out, burn all the paint off of it, and then that'll be it. So
Well, it'll
I'm
also
careful
burn
with
your
it.
leg off,
and you burn your
too.
leg off too. Yes, that's why those little running boards are on there, so you can put your legs kind of
Real
spread.
far.
Yeah.
Real. Whatever you do, don't wear nylon pants.
That-
Polyester. Oh, gosh. This is fantastic. What a creation. Oh, gosh. Mike, thank you very much.
Thanks a
I
lot.
really appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
This is Pam from NortheastWheelsEvents.com. Checking out Mike's steam-powered motorcycle. For more cool events like this, make sure you check NortheastWheelsEvents.com, SoutheastWheelsEvents.com, UKWheelsEvents.com, and while you're there, post and share your events. I'll see you at the shows.